Coming up in the show, we talk to some of Europe's best ahead of the 5th qualification window. We look ahead to plenty of basketball action from across the globe. And there's a classic World Cup encounter from the vault. One of the most enticing fixtures of the window takes place in Group I, as two huge basketball nations are set to face off when Turkey welcomes Spain to Ankara. Sporting an impressive 7-1 record, another win for the first-place Spaniards will see them qualify for next year's World Cup. But if Turkey managed to defeat Spain, they would go level on points with Sergio Scariolo's side.
They are a very physical team, and to be honest, a very good team. We will be prepared to play our best game to make sure we secure a win to qualify automatically for the World Cup.
Turkey is the only team we have left to play against. Out of the 4 games we have, 2 of them against them. Plus, the first one is an away game. It will be a tough one. Also, they haven't had as good results as us in the group stages. They are a team who play with a lot of energy, and they know that we are a little vulnerable now. However, the players who have played for the majority of the window, we have proven we are at a high level and a great team, and it'll be tough to beat us.
I think the sooner we qualify, the better for us. That's the objective, and if we can do it in this window, then even better. I think everyone is expecting this. Spain has always been a threat at World Cup level, and no one conceives a World Cup without Spain. That's the goal, and I think it's been achieved, or will be achieved, and from there, we'll see what happens.
Latvia, who occupy 3rd spot in the group, welcome 4th place Montenegro to Riga. Meanwhile, Eurobasket champion Slovenia, who have only picked up 2 wins from 8 games, will be hoping that their rotten run of form comes to an end against Ukraine. Spain will have revenge on their agenda when they play Ukraine on December 2nd. The Ukraine caused a huge upset when they served up a shock against the Spaniards back in September.
Ukraine win. Spain are beaten for the first time in World Cup qualifying. What a big victory for the hosts.
Well, that defeat to Ukraine showed us how teams are still fighting hard for their spot. It just goes to show how we've done a good job so far, and we still have to finish strong. I think we only need one more win to qualify for the World Cup, and we are going to try and make sure we get it in this window. And then for the last window, we will just keep winning. To represent Spain means we have to give maximum effort, and we will try and secure our place and then just keep playing the way we have been as a family.
I think that showed us that the matchups are better and the level is much higher in this second round of competition compared to the last one. Now, there are no easy games. We managed to grab a very good win against Latvia after a tough loss against Ukraine. But we just have to go out and give it all we've got, as we always do, and play our best basketball to secure wins.
Turkey's next game is against Montenegro, who they defeated by 10 points in the 4th qualification window. Slovenia then take on Latvia at home on December 2nd. Just 3 points separate 1st and 5th in Group I, while Slovenia's chances of making it to China next year are slim to none. Our first look back at a classic World Cup fixture sees Russia take on the mighty USA at the semi-finals of the 1998 World Cup.
Here comes Michael Hawkins, and the speed of Hawkins gives them a chance for a 3-point play. Over to Oliver, to the court to Sasser, and Sasser shot good, and the United States go into the locker room on a high. Drives, doesn't waste any time, and makes it. Babcock for 3!
He's hit it again!
Babcock ties the game! And it's Panoff. Panoff goes to coast. Panoff scores the bucket!
Nobody trying to stop him!
United States do not have time! Russia has shocked the United States! And Russia have knocked out the Americans!
no team from the Americas have booked their place in China so far. So the 12 games taking place in Window 5 all come with extra importance. There's an exciting start to Group F, with first meeting second as Venezuela lock horns with Canada.
Venezuela have done it! What a game!
Third then take on fourth as Brazil play host to the Dominican Republic in Sao Paulo.
Brazil, they have a great team. We're going to go prepare hard and get ready to play against them guys and come with defense. That's how we beat Canada the first time, is with our defense, and that's what we have to start with, is our defense. And then we have enough guys to come put the ball in the hole at the end of the game, and we should be able to pull it out.
Bottom team Chile are also in action as they take on the Virgin Islands. Game day 10 then sees the Dominican Republic travel to Chile.
We started off 4-0 in the qualifiers, and we were feeling real good. Now we lost two games out of the last 4 games, so it's been difficult. But right now, we have to come together as a team. Then we're going to try to pull out these next 2 games.
Meanwhile, Brazil go head-to-head with Canada, and the Virgin Islands play host to Venezuela in St. Thomas.
Oh, what a block, what an effort.
Group E also sees the top 2 sides collide as Argentina are pitted against reigning World Cup winners, the USA.
So Argentina and the United States looking in good contention to qualify.
Puerto Rico are also in action as they lock horns with Uruguay, while Panama and Mexico round up game day 9. The next set of games on December 3rd see Panama taking on Puerto Rico, Uruguay hosting the USA in Montevideo, and Argentina going head-to-head against Mexico. Only 4 points separate bottom side Panama from world number 1s, the USA, in Group E. While just 2 points separate 4th place Dominican Republic and 1st place Canada in Group F. Lithuania may have secured World Cup qualification in the last window, but things are far from settled for the other 5 teams in Group J. Italy are second in the standings and have an opportunity to qualify for their first World Cup in 13 years, when they host Lithuania on game day 9.
It's been 1 year since the World Cup qualification started back in November. We know what's at stake, as we are 1 victory from reaching the World Cup. In the previous 4 windows, we have always adapted to playing against new opponents, even if our roster has changed. We achieved the goals we'd set for ourselves, and now we have a major test in the next window against Lithuania. We will give it our all to claim the victory we need.
They owe their success so far to some solid 3-point shooting. They're making just under 40% of their shots from beyond the arc. And they'll be hoping for more of the same in this window in their games with the Lithuanians and then Poland.
Well, Della Valley, no way! Oh my Lord! Yes, sir! Did I say no way? Why should I ever doubt?
For Italy and their passionate home support, the players are well aware of the importance of making it to the finals.
It is crucial. For many, many years, Italy haven't played in the World Cup. And now, with the summer and winter windows, we could go ahead and confirm a World Cup place. And I think it could be a great thing for the progress of basketball nationally.
And while Italy are on the way up, one team fighting to keep their World Cup dreams alive is Croatia. They have a 3-5 record and know only a win will do when they go up against Hungary on game day 9 and again when they make the tough trip to Lithuania on game day 10.
We are not depending on ourselves, so we need to win all 4 games, and I think in some combination with all 4 wins we cannot qualify, but we need to watch ourselves and try to win all 4 games, and then we will see the combination of what can happen.
Another team looking to grab one of those World Cup spots is the Netherlands. They also have a 3-5 record and are still in with a chance of making it to China as they go up against Poland on game day 9.
We know that if we work together and work hard together, that we can compete with anybody. I'm definitely optimistic. Yeah, we're going to go next window trying to win both games and get a spot for the World Championships.
Led by point guard Charles Kloof, the Dutch have been one of the surprise packages of the European qualifiers.
Netherlands take a three-point lead. This was all about Lithuania making their way to the World Cup finals, and the Netherlands have read a different book.
The Netherlands last qualified for the World Cup way back in 1986. And Kloof knows how much it would mean to the nation if they were to make it to China.
I think for Dutch basketball, it would mean new life. Basketball normally goes as a men's national team goes. So if we break through, we give these young guys the stage to really show what they can do.
With 8 wins in a row, Lithuania have made it to China and could soon be followed there by Italy. The Netherlands finish off their window with a game against Hungary. Still to come, we highlight the upcoming duel between France and Czech Republic in Group K. Plus, shed the spotlight on all the games in Group L. And look at the teams who have already booked their places in the 2019 World Cup. Action resumes in Group K as first and second kick-off proceedings with table toppers France going up against the mighty Czech Republic. France go into the game knowing that just one more win will book their place in China next year, with the Czechs cementing their place in style during the 4th window.
The Czech Republic have qualified for the 2019 World Cup in China.
France head coach Vincent Collet is under no illusions that this could be the toughest game of their campaign so far.
Preparing is difficult because the players are at their clubs. They're not really concerned by the national team now, and that's normal. They will be concerned when they arrive on the 26th of November for the first training session. But we are motivated. We want to win one of these 2 games or both of them. First, we'll try and beat the Czech Republic. Then we'll think about Bulgaria that we face in Limoges.
The 3rd and 4th qualification window saw France call up NBA stars Nicolas Batum and Rudy Gobert to their roster. And although that luxury does not exist for Collet in the 5th window, he has been incredibly impressed with his players that ply their trade outside of the NBA.
I think that the international windows have one advantage. Some players can show their abilities at the international level. In the French team, Paul Lacombe made a step forward.
Garçons comme Paul Lacombe, par exemple, ont vraiment franchi un cap.
And the interception, Lacombe. Here's the finish, back-to-back buckets, and he wants to get the crowd going too.
Mais aussi l'intégration de Mustapha Fall.
Mustapha Fall as well. Today he plays in Eurocup, and he could be with us in another international window.
Tous les deux ont clairement marqué des points pour la suite.
Both of them clearly made a good impression.
Ça permet de renouveler.
It's positive for the future, because we can renew the French squads. If we are lucky to be qualified in the November-December window after the game against Bulgaria, we could include new players in our team in February. Looking forward to the future.
Game day 9 also sees 4th place Finland welcoming 3rd place Russia.
Look out! Alexei Sved!
With only 2 World Cup qualification spots left, this is a crucial tie for both teams.
The next qualifying window is very important for us because of the position that we're in. We don't have a chance for any mistakes and must treat these games with great importance.
Meanwhile, Bulgaria go up against Bosnia and Herzegovina on November 30th. France's next game sees them take on a side they know all too well, Bulgaria. The last time these nations met in September, France didn't have things their own way.
Bulgaria win, a huge boost to their qualifying chances.
So France occupy top spot in Group K and can join the Czech Republic in China next year with one more victory. The remaining fixtures on December 3rd see Bosnia and Herzegovina play host to Finland, while Russia take on the Czech Republic in Moscow. The quest to make it to the 2019 World Cup continues in Asia and Oceania, as 12 games take place over 2 groups. A sold-out crowd will be in attendance in Toyama as Japan search for their 5th consecutive victory when they play Qatar in Group F.
Oh, he takes off and throws it down!
The Japanese, who lost their first 4 games only to win their next 4 qualifiers, have become one of the most entertaining teams from the continent.
Hachimura able to throw down the dunk emphatically.
Game day 9 also sees 3rd taking on 5th as the Philippines and Kazakhstan go head-to-head. There's also a battle for supremacy at the top of the group as leaders Australia lock horns with 2nd place Iran. Japan's second fixture of the window sees them play host to Kazakhstan. Manila is the location for the Philippines' game day 10 tie against Iran, while Australia will fancy their chances when they play bottom side Qatar. New Zealand lead the way in Group E.
The tie, he goes in from the baseline and dunks it with that right hand.
The 7-1 Tall Blacks face stiff opposition on game day 9 as they take on 4th place Jordan. Another crucial tie occurs on November 29th as 3rd place Korea welcomes 2nd place Lebanon to Busan, while China host bottom side Syria in Shanghai. Game day 10 sees Korea going up against Jordan, and New Zealand welcomes Syria to Wellington. Lebanon picked up a narrow 4-point win over China back in September, eventually winning in overtime.
And so, goes up for the alley-oop. What an unbelievable play.
And they will be aiming for a repeat performance on December 2nd. With only 1 defeat in 8 games, New Zealand are in pole position to make it to China. But Lebanon and Korea are right behind them should the Tall Blacks slip up. Australia sit on top of Group F, but with only 5 points separating the 6 teams, it's still anyone's guess who will book their spot in next year's World Cup. We once again delve back into the vault as Lebanon played France at the 2006 World Cup. In Group L, Greece and Germany are already on their way to China, leaving 4 teams to fight it out for the final spot. Israel are one of them, but they'll have to overcome some window 4 heartbreak to get there.
You know, we lost 2 games against Germany and Georgia, which we were so close, you know. I can't even say what was missing.
Oh my God! They've tied the game up! We're going into overtime! Germany remain undefeated, 8 wins, 0 losses.
Actually, that was a tough loss. Difficult, a very strange way to lose that game, which I think till now that was our best game in the qualification.
It means Israel can't afford to lose on game day 9. They face Serbia, who are another team fighting for the seat at the World Cup table. They're 2 points clear of Israel in the standings and coming off a win last time out.
Maybe one of the best national teams in the world. And I had the chance to play against them, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. And it was really tough. We lost twice. And it was a really big challenge.
Play against Serbia, for me, like Lithuanian. The basketball over there is like almost a religion. It's always special and always challenging, but we're ready for it.
They face Serbia in front of their home crowd, where the bench and the bleachers will all have parts to play.
These fans are amazing. It's a blessing to have them on your side, so it's amazing. Every game, it's like, I can't even explain it. The energy, they push us so much.
Elsewhere in the group, the 2 other teams in with a chance of making it to the World Cup are Georgia, who play Estonia. Game day 9 ends with Greece versus Germany, With both teams having qualified for China by remaining undefeated, a 9-game winning streak is at stake, meaning this head-to-head will hand out heartache. Game day 10 begins in Georgia, who take on Israel, another example of just how competitive the qualifiers are.
That's going to be tough to qualify from our group, but I can say that the results and the way we play, it's even surprised me as a coach.
If we will be able to play at the same level we played the last 2 games, I think we'll be fine.
Another team aiming to qualify are Estonia. They visit Germany with the hopes of breaking a 4-game losing streak against a team who are reaping the benefits of a hard-fought qualifying campaign.
It's not easy to get new guys in the national team who weren't there for the last summers, to get all together on the same page and to play good games and good teams. Now we think we have to keep getting better, keep winning games to get a better standing in the choosing of the cups.
The final game from the 5th window in the group takes place in Belgrade, as Serbia strive to push past the Greeks and move one step closer to China. The Group L table shows just how tight things are, with the picture set to be clearer once window 5 is completed. Group E takes centre stage in Africa, with 5 teams fighting it out for the last automatic qualification spot. All the ties are taking place in Angola, so they'll be hoping to make home advantage count. They begin against Cameroon on game day 10, who sit in 4th place, just a single point behind their hosts. Their previous encounter ended in a narrow 7-point victory for Angola, suggesting that this will be another tight affair.
It has been a full 40-minute battle here in Rades. We have been entertained from start to finish.
Tunisia are the only side guaranteed a place at the World Cup thanks to their faultless 9-0 record. They take on bottom side Morocco, who still harbour hopes of qualification themselves, but will need to pull off a major upset if they're to keep their dreams alive. Egypt currently occupy 3rd place in Group E, which would secure a playoff place with the 3rd place team from Group F. They face Chad on game day 10 and will be confident, having already secured a comfortable win against them on game day 7.
Hurrah, yes there is, he slams it down.
Game day 11 sees top point scorer in the group, Chad's Michael Koibe, attempt to upset the Angolans in their own backyard. Tunisia will be hoping for a repeat performance against Egypt, having beaten them by over 20 points on game day 8.
What beautiful team basketball from Tunisia.
Morocco and Cameroon complete game day 11. And on game day 12, Egypt face Cameroon in what is sure to be another tight encounter between the two nations. Morocco will take on Chad, looking to avenge game day 9's defeat. And finally, hosts Angola take on Tunisia, hoping that home advantage would have been a factor in securing them the final automatic spot. Tunisia are through and guaranteed their spot in China, but the race is on for all the other nations who know the next 3 games will decide their World Cup fate. Group F conclude their fixtures in February. So far, a total of 6 nations, 4 from Europe and 2 from Africa, have qualified for the 2019 World Cup in China. And this is how they did it.
Tunisia continue to remain unbeaten.
Kalnietis for 3! Ah! He hits the 3!
2-on-1, that's ball. Ah, said he dunks it.
The Czech Republic have beaten Russia here in Pardubice.
Lobs up, oh my God, turn the game up. Within one last chance for Greece, Kalafdis finds Papadikolaou, who lays it up for the win! Greece on the buzzer!
Czech Republic, Germany, Greece, Lithuania, Nigeria and Tunisia booking their places, only 25 spots remain as the road to China draws ever nearer. Who else will qualify for the 2019 World Cup?